Hey everyone, I'm Nina Zeta with Sidewalker Daily, and in today's video, I want to dive deep into this new Adobe Creator Report. The reason I want to do this with you guys together is because at Sidewalker, our mission is to be knee-deep in the creator world, right? To support you guys, to understand where things are going. We've been doing this since 2015. We've been on the brand side. We've managed $100,000 budgets. We are on the creator side ourselves as, business creators. We are also on the creator side in coaching creators, with courses to creators, supporting creators. We are literally creator educators, and this is what we do. So this report is important to you because as a creator, guess what? This is your industry. This is your job. This is your space. You need to know about what's going on in our industry. So I'm going to do the hard work about going through the report because it's really, really long and pulling out really good information that you need to know, key insights so that you can be on top of the creator economy also. So whether you're on the brand side or creator side, you're listening in, you are in for a treat. Before we jump in, make sure you go ahead and click subscribe to this channel if you're interested in all things creator economy, influencer marketing, social media. That's what we do here on this page. So without any further ado, I say we jump right on in. Now, I will be sharing my screen. I'm going to be doing it from the phone. So I'm going to be reading some things directly from this report so that you guys can see. And we'll also be having a lot of screen shares so that you can visually see what we're talking about. Okay, so Adobe understands that the creator economy is booming, and they presented this beautiful global study about the industry, okay? They surveyed audiences all around the world in different markets in the US, the UK, France, Germany, Spain, Australia, Japan, South Korea, Brazil. It was a 15-minute survey that was sent. It was an online survey. And really their main goal here was to kind of collect data on where the industry is going, are creators making money, what are some big trends and tips. So in terms of the big findings, a few things that kind of popped up. Well, one, creators make up 23% of people surveyed in these specific areas. So markets like Brazil, Spain, South Korea, they have a high concentration of creators. Markets in US, Brazil, Germany also have the biggest creator populations. So pretty crazy, right? 23% of creators were making up that population. This is a sign that the economy is growing. More and more people want to be creators. No, this is not a bad thing. This is not like, oh, the market's saturated. Look how many restaurants we have in the world, okay? When you start thinking about people as businesses, don't trip on it. It's actually a good thing for the industry as a whole, right? Adobe also says there are benefits to living in these creator hotspots like US, Brazil, Spain, Australia. Because obviously there's more and more activity that is going on supporting these creators. In terms of motivations to create, the report told us that most creators want to create to express themselves. Around 50% of creators, that's their deep motivation. They want to express themselves. So it's not like I want to create to make money. It's I want to create to express my creativity. And I think that is a really interesting piece of insight that came from it. In terms of money, because money is important, here is what the report is telling us. More than half of influencers, 51% are making the top income bracket or US equivalent of bringing in over $100,000. This is across all the countries. They put the rumors are true. Being an influencer financially is making money, right? Same as creators. We'll dive into that a little bit deeper as today's video goes on, but I want to start us off there. The rumors are true. Bringing in, being a full-time influencer, we're talking higher salaries than maybe, what people are standardly getting, right? I don't want to speak out of turn. I want to lean on the report, but we're going to get in there in a little bit so you can see a little bit more about that. In terms of mental well-being, this stat blew my mind. And it blew my mind because I think we always think being on social media leads to depression. It makes people sad. This report is saying otherwise. It is saying clinical research has tied social media with use of depression among adults. However, in the case of creators who find and derive pleasure from sharing their work, there is an inverse relationship. The more time spent creating and posting social content, the higher the reported positivity. They're actually saying that, people who are creating content and that they are actually out there posting, it's actually a necessity for their mental health. It's not a negative thing as we have been told or heard in the past. The reason I think this is interesting is because I was on a call the other day with a creator and she was like, I did a live, I got off, it was amazing, I was so energized, like I felt so good. And even me, like doing this video, I'm like feeling good, like I'm happy, I'm pumped. So there is like, maybe those that consume content, maybe there's some like, again, I'm not a clinician or a doctor, I can't speak, or a psychologist, I can't speak to the effects of social media, but there is something about those who do create and are living with a purpose and putting out their work that leads to higher levels of, I guess, happiness and or positivity. And then a big area of interest that we saw was this idea of social causes. Creators are the first to say that supporting social causes is important and that creating online content that has a big impact is also very important. They don't shy away from activism. They don't shy away from speaking their truth. And that's why creators want to work with brands that also align with them in this. So just interesting little tidbit here. Now, if you want to get really dorky with me and take a look at the market and the whole, we're seeing right here, there's around 303 million creators across 9 markets. That's why we saw that number. Creators make around 23% of people surveyed, right? So 303 million creators across markets. This is not just influencers, okay? There's definitions that are important. The study talks about the difference between content creator and influencer, right? There's differences. So this is bringing in people from both sectors. So you see influencers are like a subset here. 60% of creators in the US are influencers. It's not all about the influence, they're a subset of it, right? So I think that's also really interesting. And when it comes to money, this is what I wanted to share with you really quick. When we're seeing average hourly wage creators, anywhere about $61 per hour, that's $122,000 annually if done full time. Influencer, $81 per hour, $162,000 annually. So like, let's compare it to other professions, okay? A software engineer, $160K, a lawyer, $129K, a CPA, $119,000 a year, right? They're saying if influencers, if they're doing it full time, they're averaging around $162,000 annually, which is really crazy, but also exciting because we're seeing that there's really a market for it. There is money to be made. In our perspective here at Sidewalker, we see creators monetizing every single day. They are killing it. They're making a ton of money. And a big way creators are monetizing is working with brands. They are selling brand partnerships. They have proposals going out that are, I just saw a creator the other day send like a $20,000 proposal to a brand. The brand took it because one, the creator had, an amazing proposal they put together. So there's serious money to be made on the brand partnership side of things. If that is an interest to you, you want to learn how to work with brands, pitch to brands, speak to brands, I'm your girl. I've worked on the brand side. I have a free training all the time on how to land paid brand deals. So if you want to get into this area particularly and get paid to work with brands to create UGC content, to create content, to influence, whatever it may be, I can help you get there. So click the link below to join my next free training on how to land paid brand deals. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this report. I hope it was helpful for you. It got your brain going. It got you excited about where the economy is, where our industry is going together. Let me know what you guys think. If you are pumped by these results, I'll leave a link to the report below so you can dive in on your own and learn more. And as always, we're here to help you in this creator journey, in this influencer journey. So we can't wait to see all the amazing things you do. Keep us posted in the comments. We love to hear from you, and I will see you in the next video.